Hey, Josh.
Hey, Megos.
I don't want to talk about fucking Backlash. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat 1995.
Neither do I. Yes.
Well, let's leave Backlash like the fucking crowd did right as the 3 count was hit.
Oh, you went there.
Christ, that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. That is like 100%. This guy is irreparable, dude. And they're still trying to do things with him by having him feud with Jinder Mahal. It's like one shit turd is not going to make another shit turd. Like, that doesn't cancel each other out.
Pretty much. It's I watched the later half of that live. It's not good. It's just not just the main event, but just for the most part, it's a very boring pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we had the guys who had the match of the year in 2016, Shinsuke and AJ. Let's have them have a feud sent around kicking each other in the dick. Fucking bravo, Road Dogg! Holy shit, dude! Bravo! Goddamn! No wonder. Hey, did you watch the Table of 3 with him and him and Samson, Elias, and Jarrett?
Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Dude, he was like, "Oh, if I was sober, oh man, imagine what success I would have gotten." Like, no, you're shit in the ring. You would have never, ever, ever amounted to anything. Not with Stone Cold and The Rock in the company. Are you kidding me?
Pretty much. He's always been a shitty wrestler. Like he's 100% got over because he had good mic skills and because he was paired with an actual good wrestler.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
It's like there's something I noticed about watching like Table for 3. When you watch it and when you marathon it. There's a lot of instances of company dick sucking, but there's also a lot of like self dick sucking that is so like get over yourself. Like some of them are humble, and some of them are like, all right, that's enough. But for the most part, I do recommend Table 3. It's a good show. Watch the Cornette, Bischoff, and who was the third guy?
I think it was Heyman.
No, it wasn't Heyman. It was like Cornette, Bischoff, and I forgot who the third guy was. God damn it.
Yeah, I think it was him.
But that was great. I gotta look it up. Mm-hmm. But that was a good. No, I think was it? No, it wasn't DDP. God, who was it? I'm losing my mind. Cornette, Bischoff, Table of 3. No wonder it's Michael P.S. Hayes.
I remember that one mainly because Cornette mentioned that he and Bischoff like didn't get along for the longest time, but when they did that episode, they actually became good friends because they bonded over the fact that they both really hated Vince Russo.
Holy shit! Yeah, they even name dropped him all the time. It was really fucking funny. And they really said like, no, he wasn't sent down there to ruin us. He genuinely believed that it was good. That was really funny. All right, well, let's get into what we're going to be talking about instead of Backlash, and that's this is Mortal Kombat. They put that song played like 3 times in the movie.
I mean, it should play all the time. It's such a kick-ass. It's like one of the best video game theme songs ever.
I think when I was...
it's not officially part of a video game.
I think when I had my very first MP3 player, I put the Mortal Kombat theme on my MP3 player that I got off of LimeWire.
Oh my...
I went
You're exposing your age here.
Yeah. But this movie came out when I was born. Coincidence? I don't think... I think not.
I was like 3 when this came out.
It's amazing. This movie is like the best video game movie. Period. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
No, that's not a particular hot take. That's like pretty much everyone says that.
Well, because I can't think of any other video game movie that it may be Street Fighter the movie.
That's pretty good. The anime one.
That's more of a meme-y kind of movie though, because of like.
You're talking about the Raul Julia. Yeah, that one's fun, but yeah, more in like a so bad's good way. Where this one's actually like this is still very cheesy, but it's it's legit fun to watch, not just to make fun of.
Yeah. But yeah, this movie was basically the hottest shit in the 90s was Mortal Kombat. Just
exactly.
Mortal Kombat fucked up people's money so hard that like quarters were just missing from people. Like no one knew what a quarter was, like because they were all in the Mortal Kombat machine. Just that thing made so much fucking money, and of course they made a movie about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember like that arcades were just fucking Mortal Kombat arcade machines were just fucking everywhere because like they were like I remember there was this ice skate rink I used to go to that had like a Mortal Kombat 4 cabinet.
Yeah,
stuff like that, and yeah, like it was like and like in school and stuff like kids talk about all the, like since Mortal Kombat had all those like crazy secrets you'd always get weird rumors.
Yeah, I heard that Ermac is in this game around the playground. I always like the two best friends play lore that Ed Boon hung around those playgrounds to get ideas for the next game.
That honestly makes sense to me. That's canon.
Yeah, this movie is crazy. This movie has a budget of $18 million, which would be about like 20 something million today, or something around those lines. No, not 20. It's almost like it's a big budget movie. For the time.
Exactly.
And it made back like almost well over like it made like 122 million. And so that's like 200 million today. So this movie made fucking gangbusters. That's just Mortal Kombat, baby.
Mm-hmm. And it shows too. This is like a very good I mean obviously there's still some stuff like some really dated CGI, but like it's overall still a very good looking movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These set pieces, everything is like mostly practical, and so like all the set pieces are real. They filmed on location in some beautiful place, and like probably like South Asia, and like they were able because they had the money for it. They were not afraid to save money, except for the actors. But we'll get into that.
Yeah. Of course, special shout out to Goro, who's like just seeing the best special effect in this movie.
Yeah, he looks like Thanos a little bit in the face. He just had that Thanos.
Oh my god, he does.
Yeah, he has like a bit of a Thanos to him. I mean, there are times where like when you see him walk, you go, ooh boy. Yeah, this movie.
Do you think Goro has 4 dicks?
No, he has 2.
No.
Because he has 4. Because like we have 2 arms and we have 1 dick, so the ratio would be 4 arms, 2 dicks.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
4 balls though, 4 fat nuts.
Exactly. Yes, that's important.
Johnny Cage did what Thor was supposed to do in Infinity Wars. My fat nuts, Thor. You should have aimed for my balls. That image kills me. I hope we didn't spoil. Everyone's seen Infinity War at this point.
Yes.
Anybody who's has seen it.
Yeah, I guess a spoiler warning up front though, just to be safe.
We'll put it in the thing, but yeah.
Yes.
This
you're considerate.
This movie stars Christopher Lambert.
Yep. The Highlander.
The Highlander. You may know him from The Highlander.
That's about it.
Robin Joe? I think it's Robin Joe.
I'm looking. He was in Ghost Rider.
What was it? Oh, he was probably one of the weirdo sub bosses that Ghost Rider had to fight.
Probably.
You got Cary Hiroki Tagawa as Shang Tsung.
Yep.
I think he's just on. I think he does more like. I think he does like more movies from like Japan than he does like here, but
yeah, probably.
Lyndon Ashby, man, this movie is like this movie's like the 2011 Royal Rumble. Holy shit!
I'm looking him up. He is also known for his role as Sheriff Noah Stilsinski in the MTV series Teen Wolf. Oh, so that's something.
That's something. Bridget Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, okay, listen. The only person who's actually in this thing that actually gets work now is Kevin Michael Richardson as Goro.
Yep.
But yeah,
they mentioned here that Cameron Diaz was originally cast as Sonya, but then she like broke her wrist before filming, so they had to replace her.
I can see that blonde girl.
Yeah.
She's not. She doesn't look like the Mortal Kombat 9 Sonya Blade, where we just got like these fucking these basketball-sized titties. But speaking of Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 9 is super heavily influenced by this movie. Holy shit! It's basically the same exact story.
Not just 9, pretty much like a lot of like future elements in the games were like influenced by this movie.
Especially
kind of like Kano. Like Kano was originally like I think he was supposed to be like Japanese American.
Yeah.
But then they changed him to Australian after the movie because they really liked how his actor portrayed him.
Yeah, completely like based his whole appearance off the actor. It's actually kind of impressive, but like the guy just did it so. He was like the best actor in this movie. He just ate up the.
Oh, I know. Him and Shang Tsung are my favorite actors in the movie. They just fucking chew the scenery. They're so much fun to watch.
Shang Tsung must have had a ton of like what's it called? Not ADR, like the post like dubbing after filming and editing. You had to go in and dub your lines. Like he had a ton of like lines that are clearly been dubbed. It was hilarious, but it gave it that like kung fu 70s kung fu feel to it sometimes. But like a little bit modernized. But you can tell like they just watched a ton of like kung fu movies and wanted to make their own.
Like literally, not exaggerating, 90% of this movie's plot was just stolen from Enter the Dragon.
I mean,
to be fair, you can apply that to the actual Mortal Kombat game too.
Yeah, I mean, Mortal Kombat is just like it's like based off Bloodsport. I mean, Johnny Cage is literally Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. He was actually supposed to play him in the game.
That would have been nice. That would make cathartic, but oh well.
Yeah. Oh, indeed. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, and like other influences include kind of like Raiden, for example. In the older games, he wasn't actually like a mentor character to the heroes. He was like just another combatant.
Yeah.
He's actually a dick in the first game because if you've ever seen the ending to the first game where it's like literally like he wins, he invites all his god friends over, and they just destroy existence.
just for shits.
Exactly.
And then now Raiden's just this guy who's bordering on uselessness. He's like, I could do something, but I'm not going to. It's like, my man, people are dying. So many people are dying. You are not doing anything.
To be fair, I think it's like Elder God rules or shit that he's not allowed to really directly interfere. He has to have humans do everything for him.
They're very slow on the whole like dishing out punishment though, because it's like, remember Mortal Kombat 9 where like Shao Kahn just totally invades Earth for like a couple weeks, and the Elder Gods are like, it'll work itself out.
And then Shao Kahn just kills them all at the end.
Yeah,
like, serves you right.
Sindel just bodies the entire roster and like, oh, this will work out. Oh man, I should do something. Nah. Oh god. But yeah, Christopher Lambert plays Raiden, and he has like long white hair, and he has this like gravelly voice. He's like, you got to fight in the tournament. It's like, what happened to you? You smoke a lot of cigarettes before you started filming, or what's going on here? Why do you sound like that? What's wrong with you?
Fun fact: David Hayter watched this film before recording Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, that's kind of funny.
No, he didn't. I'm just
wait. I was like, I would have believed you too, and then like he was like, I should do that.
He also plays Raiden as kind of just like this weird dick because he's constantly like just like snarking at the heroes and calling them useless. And I remember there's like a scene early on when he's like telling them the fate of the world relies on all of you, and then he like starts just chuckling like
he always gives like a shit-eating chuckle after everything he says. He goes, it's like, why are you so nefarious? Why are you so mischievous? You're not a trickster god. You're the god of thunder.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they play him. He's like a trickster god in this.
There's a lot of moments where he'll just show up and like thunder is going off in the background. He's like he's just oozing with power, but he's not using it. He's like, what good are you?
To be fair, they do explain that in like the first scene when he like confronts Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung's like soon we won't be in your dominion anymore. Like he has all the power in Earthrealm, but he can't do shit in like the island.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, they're not in Outworld. They're in like some weird like fake mythical island somewhere.
Yeah, it's close enough.
So yeah, this movie basically starts with like establishing all the characters. You see,
before that, it opens with first it shows Shang Tsung and Liu Kang's brother fighting.
Yeah, Chan.
Yeah, John. Shang Tsung just kills the shell of him, and then he's like, "You're next, Liu Kang," and then turns out to be a nightmare.
Just gives him the Goldberg point, and goes, "You're next," and just like has like the scariest looking like
skull. Like he melts into a skull. It's amazing.
So yeah, he just kills the hell out of his. Yeah, he just fucking kills Chan, and then like you see Liu Kang wake up and like Ermax outside of his window or something because it's like just green. It is super green.
that reptile mood lighting.
Yeah, it's like what's going on? Reptile's later though. Oh man, Reptile! Holy shit!
So yeah, it establishes right away. Liu Kang's motive. He's gonna avenge his brother. He's like Ryoko and Kill la Kill.
Yeah, he's like who killed my brother? Who killed him? My brother. And basically he's been living in America, and now he goes back to like this Chinese temple where he learned Kung Fu. Then they establish Johnny Cage as this like not failing actor, but like actor who got signed on to this shitty movie and doesn't want to be in it. He's like, and the director's like, who sort of vaguely looks like Steven Spielberg, but not Steven Spielberg.
Apparently the real Spielberg was supposed to, cameo there, but he was too busy.
Well, yeah, because he's Steven fucking Spielberg.
Exactly.
But that's just so funny. Like in this world, like Steven Spielberg is directing like cheesy action films for Johnny Cage. And he's like, Johnny, please, if you don't do this movie and this fails, I'm gonna be directing Traffic. Please. Yeah, I need you to do this. I'm going to kill myself if you don't.
pretty much all directors in movies and TV shows look like Spielberg.
Yeah,
like that's their thing.
And they're extremely desperate and like bored, and they need a big hit, or else they're going to die. Like the studio's just going to execute them, display their corpse on like on their studio lot.
Yeah. And Johnny's character arc here is that he's like this legit martial artist, but like the media are like, oh, this dude's so fake. He doesn't do his own moves, so he has a persecution complex about it.
Yeah,
very. And then he gets approached by his mentor, who tells him about this tournament that he can enter. They'll show that he's a legit badass, and then Johnny's like, oh fuck yeah, and then plot twist, the mentor turns out to be Shang Tsung in disguise.
Yeah, Shang Tsung, he has the power he has this ability to shapeshift himself into another person. He also has this, which is like a gameplay mechanic. You can like do other people's moves.
That's pretty much his like signature move.
And also we get Sonya, who's with Jax. But Jax is sure not appearing in this film. He just takes a back seat.
Exactly. He's pretty much just there for the fans. Like, hey guys, it's Jax.
Well, it makes sense because in Mortal Kombat, he shows up in Mortal Kombat 2, not in Mortal Kombat 1. So this is being lore friendly, okay?
But Katana's in this.
Shut up! Shut up!
Sorry.
Get over here! So yeah, and they're hunting down Kano, and they're at this club.
Oh, I know. It's like this most 90s ass like rave club with flashing lights and.
My favorite fucking trope in any movie is like going to this weird, cultish like dance club, and it's like, I don't know why it's so weird. It's like, who would go to this club? Like, it's dark lit. You have green and red lights flashing, and like no one can see. It's like Blade was like this.
Mm-hmm. That's probably like my favorite example of that trope because Blade's opening sequence kicks ass.
Yeah. Plus in that club, there's like blood sprinklers instead of like it's like they replaced the water sprinklers for in case of a fire with blood. It's like that's not going to put out a fire.
You know, there's a club out there that probably legit has that.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yes.
And so Shang Tsung, Shang Tsung tells Kano, "Don't touch Sonya Blade, or else you're gonna need a new eye, buddy." And he takes out a pocket knife.
Need a seeing eye dog.
Oh yeah, you need a seeing eye dog.
I think this is I think another thing about Kano that they kind of took from this for the later games is having him and Sonya kind of have like this
feud.
Kind of like feud, not just feud, but kind of like this weird, at least on Kano's end, kind of like not romance, but like, you know, kind of
sexual tension.
Exactly, yeah, you know, because Kano's here like, you know, I love, you know, she's right on time. I love punctuality in a woman. Shit like that.
Yeah, it's like weirdly like horny.
I know. I remember in like a later game they like established that Kano literally has a lock of Sonya's hair that he puts like in his necklace.
That's creepy, but it works because he's the villain.
Yeah,
it's not like it would be bad if it was Johnny Cage doing that.
They also established here that Sonya's big character arc here is that she's very like independent, self-sufficient, like you know, like she's all like sorry.
Okay.
She's all like exactly. She's all like the only person I ever rely on is me.
Yeah, the only person I trust. There's only one person in this world that I trust, and you're talking to her.
That's the line. Thank you.
And then Jax is probably like, okay. Fuck me then, I guess.
Jax gets us after here.
He's like, all right, cool. I guess that's how you see me.
I know she's like saying that while she's literally like surrounded by a bunch of people backing her up.
Yeah, like who have her back, and they're probably sad that her partner who's killed by Kano has also been dead. Like, come on, get over yourself.
Yeah, exactly. On that note, yeah, that's Sonya's other main motive here. She wants to avenge her partner that Kano killed, and that's what they're using to lure her into the tournament.
What does Shang Tsung get by having her there? Like, I don't want like
he's horny for her.
But like, also this can be said about Johnny Cage is like, who are these people? Why do you want them in your game not your game in your tournament? Versus like, I get what you would want. Why you would want Liu Kang. He's the descendant of Kung Lao, which is a lie.
They kind of change it. Like in the movie, he's the descendant of the great Kung Lao instead of the Kung Lao from the games.
Mm-hmm. Who's cooler? Yeah. Who is so much cooler than Liu Kang? Because Liu Kang's just this dude with long hair, but like Kung Lao, he has a hat that's also a blade that he throws.
I agree. That makes him automatically cooler. They actually, on that note, they also took Kung Lao's motive for Liu Kang because in like the games, he's entering the tournament to like avenge a loved one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where in the games, Liu Kang's just kind of like this generic heroic dude. He's just like, I'm here to save the world.
Yeah, I'm here because Liu Kang is here, and I always play. Even though they do dig up Kung Lao by having him beat not Mitaro, the Catman, Kintaro. What is that his name? Kintaro. Catman.
I think so.
The furry.
Oh, Catman. Oh, Kintaro. Yeah, Kintaro. Yeah, the furry girl. That's Kintaro.
So yeah, then they all meet up. All three of our heroes meet up on the docks. No. Liu Kang revisits
his old temple.
His old temple.
And and he wants to enter the tournaments, and they're like, no, you're not ready, and your mind is clouded by revenge. But he's like, fuck you guys.
You also abandoned us. You went to America. You watched too much television. Haha, get it? By the way, you're watching glorified television.
That's true. And this is when we get our intro for Raiden.
Yep. And everyone's like, "Oh, white man, the god white man." I don't know.
Yeah,
I always headcanon Raiden to be sort of like Asian-s, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's like the Japanese god of thunder.
Yeah, his name is Raiden, and he has a peasant farmer hat.
Yeah. Also, this bugged me, but when I was watching this on Netflix, I had the captions on, and they spelled Raiden with a Y.
I know!
Instead of an I.
I had my captions on too because I was recently just watching an anime, and then like they had him. Or no, I was watching something British, and I couldn't understand what they were saying. So it's like, yeah, it's infuriating that he has it's spelled with a Y. It's an I.
Yeah.
Come on, have some respect for Raiden, the God of Thunder.
Exactly. And yeah, Raiden kind of like he kind of like snarks at Louis like I'm trying to remember the exact line, but he's like like he kind of calls him out for the fact that he like abandoned the temple and he's only coming back for revenge, and Liu Kang's like, fuck you.
Yeah, Liu Kang has but Liu Kang has like a legit, like, he calls him out like, how come you didn't do anything to save my brother, huh?
Yeah,
powerful
that's
God.
legit.
And then like and then Raiden basically goes, no, you. That's literally what he does. He says, no, you.
No, you.
There's a difference. He's a mortal dude, and you're a god. It's like there's a huge disparity between you two, you idiot. God, you're so useless.
You just, I'm God. Don't question me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And so with that, Liu Kang's like, fine, I'll go to the darn tournament. Yeah. And they all meet on the docks.
Oh, should note, this is the one and only time that Raiden wears his signature straw hat.
I know. Never. Yeah. You gotta get Christopher Lambert's long, flowing white hair.
He's probably like, I think he's the biggest name in the movie at the time. So yeah, they want to show his face as much as possible.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Raiden wears like this weird bodysuit sort of thing. Like he has like something that covers his head and like eyes, but you can only see his face. Plus the hat. It's like, it's a weird, I don't know, it's a weird design. But I guess it's just to make him more godly. Like he's not wearing human clothes. He's wearing god clothes.
It's very 90s superhero, which is like, it forms like 100% of Mortal Kombat's aesthetic anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, they all meet in the docks and like,
it's very moodily lit.
Johnny Cage is like, hey buddy, can you put my luggage on the boat for me? And then Liu Kang's like, sure, buddy, I'll do that for you. And then he just drops. Liu Kang, the hero, drops Johnny Cage's luggage into the water.
And takes his money anyways.
Yeah, it's like, dickhead.
And Johnny's just like non-post. He's like, oh, good thing I didn't ask him to park my car. Ha ha ha.
Mortal Kombat.
Johnny Cage also meets this dude named Art Lean there, who's like another like I think he's supposed to be like an MMA type dude.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of other people.
There's a bunch. They're like NPCs.
Yeah, basically just the generic type that you would fight in like the Mortal Kombat X storyline that has like no special or anything. You just fight him for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, I just singled him out because he's kind of there to be the dude that like shows how bad the bad guys are.
Yeah,
because he gets brutal. There's one funny touch I like because he's wearing earlier in the movie they showed a newspaper that was like this like supposed to be this Inquirer-esque rag thing with like Johnny Cage is fake, and then later they showed that same newspaper written in like a Chinese.
Yeah, that's funny. That's like a little detail that is just unappreciated.
Yeah. And then finally, like Sonya and Jax are staking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny because like they're looking for Kano and like everyone's kind of getting on the boat, and then finally Kano shows up and he's just like standing in like this like I think like this blacksmith shop or something like that.
Yeah.
There's like this. It's funny because I'm just imagining him like standing where there the whole time, so he can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna show up and be all dramatically revealed. It's gonna be so cool."
I'm gonna show my metal face. Oh, my metal face is starting to hurt again. My feet hurt.
And then, like, you know, of course, Sonya's, you know, consumed by vengeance, so she runs after Kano, and it's fucking funny because, like, Jax, like, yells for her to stop, but it's, like, the most unconvincing, like, plea. He's like, stop, Sonya, no. He doesn't even, like, try going after her, he just kind of stays there.
It's like, yeah, he's like, and Jax is like, alright, oh well, I guess I'll go back to my farm that I own. Yeah, remember in Mortal Kombat X, or if it's revealed that he totally works on a farm, he has a little farmer hat.
Yeah. I think every like retired army dude or cop in like a movie or game, whoever has that farm they retire to.
Yeah. So they all get on the boat and they're all talking and just the worst utter dialogue. It's dialogue that is corny and is delivered so badly. So like, exactly. It's just like, oh, it's just really rough, but also really funny.
I know. It's like that. Like, not if it's like that funny, but it's like so cheesy that's kind of charming.
Yes, it's very endearing. Yeah. It's a very endearing movie. They introduce the titular Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Oh, yep. It's kind of weird here because they're kind of just they're super minor characters. They're literally just thugs for Shang Tsung. Like
weird.
He calls them slaves under his power.
That's so weird, isn't it?
It is. It's like in the Street Fighter movie when Ryo and Ken are just these like goofballs on the side.
That's weird too. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. I kind of get. I think it's probably just to not clutter the movie too much because it's kind of.
These guys are like the Rock and Austin of Mortal Kombat, and you're gonna focus on Savio Omega. Savio Omega.
They do get a lot of screen time in fight scenes, but like, yeah, it's weird that they're just henchmen in this movie, especially since they hate each other.
They hate each other. Oh my god, these two hate each other.
They're the most heated rivalry in Mortal Kombat.
Plus, you also got and also like I could understand Scorpion because Scorpion's a hell revenant, and maybe Shang Tsung has him under a spell because you know he's just a hell dude. But like, Bi-Han is just a guy, you know.
He's just a merc.
Yeah, technically this would be the original Sub-Zero, not the Sub-Zero we know and love.
And the original Sub-Zero was evil. The good guy Sub-Zero is the one that came after.
Mm-hmm. a little lore for you.
You know. We're probably going to be doing that a lot.
Just talking about our extensive lore and knowledge of the Mortal Kombat universe. We love Mortal Kombat, you guys. Can you tell?
While we're talking, Scorpion also, instead of like his usual like spear that he has coming out of his hand, he has like this weird like snake creature thing that still looks like a spear.
Yeah, it's disgusting too. Whenever it comes out of his like hand, there's hussy.
I know, it all looks gross, but it looks cool as hell too.
Reminds me of Deidara from Naruto, but like it's not a mouth. It's just like this hussy that he has.
Yeah.
And Sub-Zero is like, he's just silent. He's like, just say something. You're a dude. You're a person. You're not a revenant.
They gotta be messy as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Raiden says, "You guys can do it. You guys can win the tournament. I believe in you."
Yeah. Yeah, they have lots of exposition. This is another thing that actually the games took from the movie here, is that the idea that Mortal Kombat's kind of like this thing. It's not just a tournament, but one that decides the fate of the world.
Yeah, basically, Outworld has been bodying Earthrealm for like the past millenniums, centuries, and probably the millennium too. Is just kicking, just totally bodying us in all turns. And now this is like the one that makes it so that Outworld will evade.
Yeah, they have to win. Yeah, they have to win like 10 tournaments in a row, and this is the 10th one.
That makes no sense. It's like that's like taking a test. That's 10 questions, and you need to get all of them right, or you don't pass. It's like okay, you got 9 out of 10, but you you didn't pass, buddy. You failed. Sorry, you gotta take the class over again. It's like, come on.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it sounds more dramatic that way.
I guess. And I guess it adds to tension, but like,
it's stupid if you think about it for a bit.
Bro, Mortal Kombat rules, invades anyway.
Let's see. This also, the scene where the Sub-Zero and Scorpion confronts them starts the thread I mentioned of Shang Tsung being creepily horny towards Sonya.
I know, everyone wants a bit of Sonya. Johnny Cage, Raiden, Kano, Shang Tsung's like, geez, calm down.
I know.
But then again, Katana's there, and Jade's not there. If Jade was there, everyone would be like lining up. I would be lining up.
That's
I miss you, Jade.
No.
Rest in peace. Remember when Jade won? Remember when Jade did that like the hottest video game girl ever contest thing that they had like in the early 2000s, and they totally animated her like being all like, "I won, guys! This is my victory speech." It's like really weird.
That sounds. That reminds me of that shit like this, like in the early 2000s when they have like Blood Rain on the cover of Playboy.
Yeah, it's like people they're really using sex to sell video games back in the day. I mean, you could say that happens now, but not to the extent, not to like the mainstream extent today.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. Like people are not as horny. People are like sort of horny, but like no, they're not full blown horny on main. You know, it's like
yeah.
We know what you're gonna do with these with the new female Overwatch character. We're just not gonna be outright saying.
Exactly.
We know where you're gonna rip the
pretend
model
we don't
as
see
soon as
it.
we uploaded the patch. But yeah, like Mortal Kombat, it was all like just like violence and titties. It was really, really out there.
Yeah.
That's Mortal Kombat, baby.
Yep.
It's kind of interesting though. It's like just to digress a little further, but like
not good.
You see like how the aesthetic of Mortal Kombat 9 and how different it is from Mortal Kombat X. Like Mortal Kombat 9 is like turned everything up to 11, like the violence, the colors, the titties, the just like how buff and ripped all the guys look. They all look like disgusting meatballs, and like all the girls look like have these rectangle bodies because NetherRealm totally used one base model and it was a male model, and they just used that for the female models.
Pretty much.
Because like that was like a common complaint back in the day that NetherRealm doesn't know how to make female characters. They just like they just took like the male body and then they just put boobs on it. It's like, all right, that should work out for itself.
Exactly.
All the girls wear masks anyway. But then they're like, no, we got it this time, guys. When Mortal Kombat X came around, it's like, all right, you get a pass.
Yeah. Yep.
Now they make the best models.
I know, they're Injustice 2 is a fucking gorgeous game.
I do not feel uncanny valley whenever I see Harley. I just see, oh my god, that's Margot Robbie in a video game. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
I remember.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it. I was just saying. Yeah, I remember there was like an article I read where they they took all the criticisms about how bad their like facial animations were to heart with Injustice 2 and just worked really hard to make them look good.
And Boom will show you. He'll show you all with his billions of dollars he probably has. Oh my god, how much money do you think Ed Boon has? He's probably like one of the richest like video game
devs. Yeah. Probably like up there with like Will Wright and shit like that.
Yeah, because like Mortal Kombat just makes money. It's like a license to print money. I mean, yeah, they had a couple of duds here and there, but like when Mortal Kombat is fire, it is like hotter than it's hotter than Scorpion's down back circle.
Yeah.
which is Hellfire. It's like a little fire comes up. Never mind.
Yeah. It's okay. We get what you mean.
Yeah. Us Mortal Kombat heads. Anyway, back to the movie. Where were we?
Yes. They're just they're exiting the boat. They're all like on these side rowboats now, going to the island.
Mm-hmm. Very Harry Potter.
Yes. I think this was like 2 years before the first Harry Potter book.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So, J.K. Rowling, we know Voldemort, Shang Tsung. Voldemort, he's bald. What's his name? Damn it, I forgot his name. Not Kratos, but the guy who looks like Kratos.
Shao Kahn?
No, no, the bald guy, Kratos.
A great guy who looks like Kratos. Quan Chi.
Yeah,
oh my god, I blanked out.
Me too. There's too many more. Oh, by the way, there's so many Mortal Kombat characters.
It's like they did Armageddon, where the gimmick of that game was literally just all the Mortal Kombat characters ever of all time.
All the warriors, all of them.
I think it still had like I think it's like second place in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for like most characters in a fighting game ever.
They just shoved all their crappy characters in there. All their
yes. Not even bothering like to change them from like they just reuse all the PS2 models.
Yeah, Su Hao was in there in the flesh. I hope Su Hao shows up one day.
Me too.
My favorite.
The best Mortal Kombat character.
Su Hao. He's just a guy with a thing in his chest. He wears a hat.
He has a weird yellow pearl-esque design.
He has like weird, like sickly vegan skin too.
Yeah.
He's like literally yellow.
No. He showed up in the Mortal Kombat X comic, and he's literally just like cannon fodder.
Yes,
he's just there to get killed by Scorpion.
At least he shows up,
Yeah. He's acknowledged. He's valid.
Yes. So on the island, they established that my darn radio's not working. I need some AAA batteries for this thing. Remember AAA batteries, Josh?
Vaguely.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I don't miss them.
And she's like, "Oh no, it's working fine, but this place is magical. Look at your compass," and her compass is wigging out.
Yeah.
And
they have like she and like Johnny have like more like sexual tension banner.
Yeah, basically Johnny Cage wants to get in that, but she's not interested because Kano. And I think they do some like sneaking around. No, they don't do any sneaking around. They establish like they showed the first bout, which is like between like this dude who has like a sack on his head and pants, and he's doing a bunch of kung fu moves, and like Sub-Zero's just standing there. He's just doing a pose, and then like the guy goes to like do a flying kick at him, and Sub-Zero hits him with the down forward circle, hits him with the Shiwatai, and then turns him into ice, and he shatters into a bajillion pieces.
Yep.
This is a level of violence, by the way. It's not going to get gory because this is PG-13, baby.
Yep. This is very restrained Mortal Kombat,
which is weird. But I guess like even then, like it wasn't thought of to make movies rated R. Like rated R movies was a very successful rated R movies was a very 80s thing, like RoboCop, Terminator,
excuse me.
Yeah, RoboCop, Terminator, Aliens, like all them. Yeah. All of them, they were all like in the 80s and just violent and rated R. But I guess somewhere around in the 90s, they were like, oh well, we can make it PG-13 and have the kiddies show up and make them feel like big boys.
Exactly. It's just like the kids and teenagers are like the main for a long. I think it's still true, but like they are just the main source of revenue for theaters.
Yeah, it's like we want them fun. We want them little kid allowances. We want their quarters.
Exactly.
Because that's how much it used to cost to go to the movie theaters. You didn't have to put up your house to go see the movie.
Oh, sad but true.
Yeah, you can spend you can have 2 quarters and you can see a movie and get a full tank of gas and a meal.
You're just making this sad.
Now with 2 quarters, well, there's no jobs, there's no cash, there's no hope. But there used to be Johnny. I fucked up the quote. That stupid baby boomer quote of back in the day we used to have Steve Jobs, Johnny Cash, and Bob Hope. Now there's no jobs, no cash, and no hope.
At least we still have Ed Balls.
Yeah, Ed Balls.
Sorry.
Ed Balls.
Ed Balls.
Ed Balls. So,
Yeah.
and then they have the first bout.
Yeah.
The match is between Liu Kang and I headcanon this guy is he's just like a generic black guy, but I headcanon him as Cyrax because he kind of looks like because he has like Cyrax he has the braids and the long haired braids and
yeah,
he's black.
I can see it.
So I just said, oh hey, it's Cyrax. I bet you they could easily just say yeah, that's Cyrax. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very short match. I can't believe he uses the Daniel Bryan dropkick on him to win the match. Isn't that crazy?
Nice.
It's very short. And yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then
you're kind of getting a bit ahead of yourself there because there's a lot of like exposition beforehand, including like a scene where like they all beat up on Shang Tsung's minions.
Oh yeah,
there's like that big fight scene.
Oh yeah, it's like. They just random. There's a lot of like random fight scenes in this movie. There's like they're all short, they're not long, but they're all short, and there's more of them. So it's like more of a quantity over quality kind of deal.
It feels like a studio note where like you gotta have a fight scene every 5 minutes, or else the audience is gonna get bored.
I want 16 fights per minute. Okay, I want 17 fights. The girl is gonna have a fight 15 times. Okay.
Sounds like Gilbert Gottfried.
It's how I imagine all studio heads just sound like. Just like they just call up, and they're like, they have a very arbitrary reason as to why they want something in the movie, and they say, "I'm gonna cut your funding if you don't put this in your movie, all right?"
And they're all like smoking cigars while doing it,
smoking big comical cigars.
Yeah.
And they slam the phone down after they're done talking, and then they go back to smoking their cigar and looking out in the studio backlot. Yeah, I nailed this.
They're just J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
There's one funny bit during that like big fight scene when like after they beat up a bunch of Shang Tsung's mooks, like Raiden being a dick still, just like he like claps sarcastically. It's like,
the most
bravo, bravo.
The most like condescending like. You are a god, aren't you?
He's so condescending. He's like, you did good job, but what about those guys? And they like points to a bunch of more minions, and he's just like, he just finds it amusing that they keep having to fight them.
It's like, I like this. I like these depictions of gods who are just like so above all mortal affairs and like anything that's not the big picture they don't care about, and they're very condescending and treat everyone like children.
Raiden does do a cool thing here, though. He does like interfere, like, but he doesn't even like fight. He just like lights up his fingers, showing like the sparks, and that just scares everyone off.
Yeah, I mean that would be pretty scary. Just like
it would be
just hurling not like electricity, like things of electricity, like thunderbolts at you.
It makes Raiden actually more badass because it just like he's so he's so powerful. He doesn't need to demonstrate it. Just
You don't want that Johnny bought a car, buddy. Just spam that. Listen, if you're going on a losing streak in Mortal Kombat, just pick Raiden and just do backward, forward, X.
That's very very accurate.
And then if someone tries to do a combo on you, teleport and then do an uppercut. Just totally scrub it, okay?
Yeah. That's how you make it into the big leagues.
Yeah, that's how you get the Evo main stage. Just spamming, spamming Raiden's moves
before you lose the Sonic Fox.
Oh no. Yeah, and back to the beach. Yeah, Liu Kang he beats Cyrax. He does the Finn Balor, Daniel Bryan front dropkick dealy.
Yeah.
But it makes it sound more deadly because it sounds like he just collapses his chest. Like, my chest! Just cracks it right open.
Yeah. I should note here that pretty much most of the main actors' movies are all, like, legit martial artists. So, like, all the fight scenes look really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helps because of it. It helps when your actors know some semblance of fighting versus, like, if you ever watch the Nolan Batman movies, they're awful when it comes to like the fighting.
Like, it doesn't help that they have that, Batman stuck in that big, stiff suit. So.
Yeah, big silly suit, but like, I don't know. It's very bad. It's like the worst. The worst is in The Dark Knight Rises. Like, there's just some fight scene where Anne Hathaway does not know how to fight, and so her like the sheer force of her kicks are just like they're just like the air. But she's just kicking the air so hard that it's like a projectile. So like they all fall over to nothing. She breathes. Her breath is so hard and fast that it just knocks you over.
Also, after Liu Kang beats Cyrax, we get our first demonstration of Shang Tsung's signature move.
Yeah, just.
I know I said it was. I said. Yes, the souls. I know I said it was shapeshifting earlier, but no, it's a soul suck.
Yeah.
He even says the famous line, "Your soul is mine."
Your soul is mine. Yeah, he does say that. Oh, I also forgot my absolute favorite line in this entire movie is when they get to the island and Shang Tsung goes, "It has begun!" While the soul NATO is going off, it's like all this magical mumbo jumbo he's just doing for fun.
I love Shang Tsung in this movie. He just looks like he's having a blast constantly.
Yeah, he loves it. He's having fun. There's some people who are having tons of fun with their role and what they're doing in this movie.
I also like they did it with his age, because it's like in the original Mortal Kombat game and even in 9, he's like this decrepit old man, and then in like 2 onwards, I know the plan 2 is like he gets de-aged like a 19-year-old by Shao Kahn.
Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting, because it's like you would think it's the opposite of like someone holding on to using their power to make themselves more youthful, but it makes it more badass that like, oh no, my full power, it ages me, but I'm still going to destroy you with my old man fingers.
Exactly. They split the difference here by having him kind of like, I guess like 40 something.
Yeah, he looks like he's a middle-aged man who works out.
Exactly. Also, when he seals Cyrax's soul, the effect to show that your soul is gone is that he turns blue.
Yeah, he turns blue, and like his skin becomes more transparent, and you can see like his like muscles and tendons and veins and bone.
Yeah,
just looks like your flesh just comes right off you. It's like disgusting.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
And then I think there's another fight scene.
Yep, it's a Born one, Sonya versus Kano.
Oh yeah, they get right into it.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's Sonya's only fight in the movie. Mm-hmm. Solo fight.
Yeah, it's very short too. But,
it's short too. It's awesome that she literally just Sonya literally has killer thighs.
Yeah, I wish she did her Mortal Kombat 9 fatality where she just picks you up with her legs. She's doing a handstand, and somehow, some way, she makes one leg go one way and the one leg go the other way, and then they like.
And of course they do the fucking like a lead-in one-liner when like Kano's like in her like she has Kano in grip and she's like, Sonya, give me a break here. And
she's like, okay, and there is a pretty gnarly moment of when Kano kicks her right in the stomach, just as hard as he can. It's like, woof, that was rough. Mm-hmm. There's the state of his pants. He's like wearing these chinos, but he doesn't have like he has his belt on too, but like the belt is not on the belt loop, so it just looks like he just tightened the belt over the pant waist. Is like it looks terrible. Adds to his heat.
It does. It just makes him look like a just average douchebag.
Yeah, can't dress. Oh, before this, I'm sorry. I should have had like a layout or something. But like, there was a scene between him, Kano, and Goro, and they're chatting, and like Kano's munching on a giant chicken. It's like he's just eating chicken legs while Goro's like explaining what he is. Like, I'm a Tarkatan.
Oh, yep. Oh, so we may as well digress here, but Goro looks fucking amazing. Like, just even now.
Yeah, I bet you they did a render of what he would look like.
I actually watched they have like a behind the scenes thing showing how they made Goro and like it's a lot of stop motion animation.
Yeah.
But they also have
yeah.
like they have like a big Goro model, and they have like a dude like kind of wearing it like and puppeteering it.
Yeah, I would imagine there's probably like a from the waist up puppet, and then there's like a full body puppet, and then there's a stop motion one.
Yeah. He looks very real, like it, like.
Yeah, he looks.
Well done.
I mean, yeah, it helped. He looks like. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Universal Studios and seen the dinosaurs or the Transformers, but he kind of looks like that.
Oh, I know we talked. Yeah, just kind of like a very like well done animatronic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a very well done. Like, those like the Transformer guys that they have come out and talk to the.
Oh yeah, the ones in costume. Yeah, they talk to the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sort of like that, but like not as. It's not as graceful. It's not as fluid, but it's no. I think it looks great. Yeah. I mean, for the time, it looks great. If this came out now,
it probably looked awkward. But
I would be like, get this out of here.
we're spoiled by Thanos. We're spoiled by his big testicle chin.
I thought you were gonna say something else like that. That picture people keep talking about that I haven't seen yet. The one where he's naked. I'm like, I haven't seen it.
I've seen it so many times.
I must be following the right people because I haven't seen it at all.
You've remained pure. I envy you.
I don't know, but people act like it's the worst thing. It's like, he's just a purple guy. How bad can it be? You know?
I know. I've seen people be like, Thanos is so thick. And like, no.
He is
thick, but I don't want to think about him that way.
He is very chunky. He's
that's true.
He's not fat. He's just like a super bear, you know?
Exactly.
He's like a hunkish bear, a hare, a bunk. Because he's all muscular. He's not fat. There's no fat on his
Yeah.
He has a perfectly balanced diet. Enough being gay. Let's
forgive me.
No, I was being gay too because I was talking about more than you.
I tricked you.
Fooled. Wow. I've been fooled once again. So, yeah, he's just basically.
I forgot what we're talking about.
Goro was basically telling Kano, like, "Oh, I'm from the I'm from out." By the way, Kano is taking the whole. If I saw this creature with 4 arms, and he's like 8 foot tall, I would freak out. I would not handle it very well. I would be like, "What the hell?"
I just assume he's probably seen a lot of weird shit since he already works under Sanctions, so he's probably just used to it.
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So.
He's
from Australia too. He probably sees
monsters. Yeah,
exactly.
So that makes sense. I don't know. Just like you don't see a big, muscular, 4-armed dragon person every day.
Yeah, I do like Goro doesn't get a lot of characterization, but I do kind of like that they keep with kind of how he is in some of the games, where he has a sense of nobility to him.
Yeah, I always like that. I always like it when Goro is presented as this very noble, well-spoken warrior man with honor.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's warrior male. You know, he just wants to. You know, he just likes to
fight. Take off that loincloth. Let me see your cock and balls.
I always imagine whenever I read a warrior male post, I imagine him like saying like "War from Star Trek."
Yeah, just like there's that one post of him where it's just or it's someone doing a voiceover and he's like has this like Sean Connery-esque sound to him like, "Go, take off that towel. Let me see your cock and balls." I love Warrior Mail. Shout out to you.
Same. Shout out. Yes.
So yeah, back to where we're supposed to be in the story. So Sonya
Kano's dead.
Bodies Kano. Kano's dead. So I guess she can leave now. Nope, she's not going anywhere. Nope. She can't leave.
Tournament's gotta continue.
So
and that
that wraps up
Yeah.
her arc too. So she's like, well, I guess I'm just gonna hang out now. I'm stuck here.
Yeah, my character arc's over.
She progresses in the tournament, but then goes on to not have anything else in the tournament. Like, this tournament is a very weird tournament because there's also that like battle royale that that Goro takes part in, where he's just like bodying everyone. And then there's this guy that we're supposed to care about, this art guy.
Yeah.
Who gets bodied by Kano. Or not by Kano, by Goro.
Goro. And like art literally just exists to be killed by Goro so the heroes have more angst. Because they all lose their shit. Even like Sony, even though like Sony never like interacts with him, he's like, no!
And then like Johnny gets like, no! It's like, what are you talking about? What's going on here? There is a... Oh, where's Johnny? He's been fighting...
Scorpion.
Scorpion, yeah.
Yes, he has this...
And there's like weird forests of like... It's like a grid of trees. It's not like naturally occurring trees. It's like almost like a grid. Like they're all like perfectly spaced out. It's really weird, but cool.
It works. You know, like it's a weird island, so you know, weird forest.
And I would have rather had the giant death bridge.
Oh my god! I wish they had those. You know, in Mortal Kombat 2, those giant trees that can kill you.
Yeah. The trees that just like eat people, and you see all the dead bodies in the background just being ate. I would have stopped fighting and be like, "Hey, what's going on over here? Hey, anyone want to talk about this?"
Maybe we should fight somewhere else.
Hey, I'm starting to get like a bit of a root just like growing around my leg. Can we leave? That used to scare me, like the fatality that involved like throwing your opponent at the tree so you can be eaten. Like, imagine being eaten by a tree, like wood just like eating you. That's terrifying.
I remember actually as a kid did you ever see that one episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force with like the evil trees? Yeah, that episode scared me as a kid.
The trees, we shall peel your bark. And they just start tearing Carl's flesh off because they think his skin is bark. Basically, Scorpion gets. Scorpion says his line, "Get over here!" And the Ed Boon voice.
Yep, they even got Ed Boon to reprise the role.
Well, yeah, he's 100% on set all the time. He was there. He was standing right next to the director, arms folded, like he looked like Lenny in that one picture of Lenny with like in those community awards that they're in that one Simpsons episode where he's like he has like the determined look on his face.
Yes. This shit is his baby, and he's not gonna let anyone fuck it up.
Yeah. Oh man. Ed Boon just loves this movie. I bet he puts it on every month.
Yeah, man. He's proud of it, and he should be.
But he watches it in his study by himself, like no wife, no kids. He's like, I gotta watch my movie. This is daddy movie time, okay?
Exactly. He just has on like a loop 24/7 to motivate himself.
He cries whenever Art is killed. He applauds whenever Liu Kang wins a fight. He's like, he did it! Liu Kang did it!
I love this image.
Yeah,
so Cage and Scorpion fight. There's some cool moments like Cage manages like to dodge Scorpion's spear and that like kills it because it hits a tree.
What a useless weapon that dies if it misses.
I read someone call it his organic spear, and it just made me think that Scorpion got it from Whole Foods or something.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this will work out later, and then it just dies. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we'll just go back into my hussy for the rest of the movie. I can't use it; it's dead. Do you think it hurts him that it's like, if that like misses and it like died like that? Do you think it hurt him a little bit?
Maybe a little. Like they have a psychic connection.
Yeah. Oh man.
No. My precious spear.
My spear! No!
That sounds like an innuendo.
Dude, as like Johnny is running away from Scorpion, Scorpion does the most dramatic cartwheel I've ever seen. I popped for it.
Yes, that was amazing.
Whoever booked this match was doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. Then Scorpion literally brings Johnny to hell.
it's like the CGI like water effects, but like not on water. It looks like a Windows Movie Maker transition. It just makes it look like a water ripple effect. They go into hell, and hell looks like this like. Hell is looks like Blight Town from Dark Souls. It's like a really weird depiction of hell, but it's like very extravagant.
That would be like, imagine having to like move at 16 frames per second for the rest of your life.
Oh man, that would be terrifying. Oh, I think your brain that would like hurt your brain if you like try to process if like the world's frame rate went down a bit like.
That sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I thought I'm not used to this frame rate. You have to pay to get a better frame rate, lad. For your eyes. Oh no, this really is the Black Mirror.
But yeah, they fight some more, and it's like just it honestly just looks like the same set, but just tinted red.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Yeah, I imagine they reused a lot of sets. I mean, they didn't spare no expense for this movie, but still, there's this set looked cheap, but the red lighting makes it look like hell. And
it looks good. It's fine.
Scorpion takes off his mask and shows that he has a skull face, as he does in the video game. Though that makes no sense, because like he has a flesh sort of like brow and eyes, like he has flesh around his eyes and all that, but like when he takes off his mask, he has a skull face. I don't get it.
It's a really detailed mask.
Oh, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, that's how I always viewed it. It's magic.
Mm-hmm. It's just a skeleton. Yeah, he's a skeleton man. He's a spooky, scary skeleton. And Johnny Cage is like, I'm tired of this 2014 Tumblr meme, and he kills him.
Yes, he does it awesomely. Like Scorpion tries, he uses like his fire breath move to try to kill Johnny, but Johnny blocks with his shield. Then he runs up with the flaming shield and uses it to like cut his skull. He cuts his skull in half, and like flames literally like shooting out of it.
Poor Scorpion bleeds fire.
I know, and then his head explodes, and then everything else explodes, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's like this is like the best death in the whole movie, and it's like it's justified giving it to Scorpion.
Yeah, and then the best part is afterwards. Like there's right next to like Scorpion's charred remains, there's like a autograph of Johnny Cage,
and it burns.
The land's right next to it. Yeah.
He should have. He should have did what he did in. There's Johnny Cage has like one really mean fatality in one of the games. I think it's like in Mortal Kombat X. He just rips you in half with his bare hands. It's like really, really out of character for him.
Yeah, it's like uncharacteristically brutal.
Yeah, it might sound really dark, but it's kind of funnier when he's doing it to like his daughter. Or his wife.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's kind of terrifying.
A caveat of the whole Mortal Kombat having like a story and all that, and character relationships like that, is that there's still a game where you brutally murder your opponent. And it doesn't help when characters' literal like family is also playable characters, so you can have family members kill each other. It's like
exactly. It's like I main Jackson X, and it was always awkward as fuck when I faced like her daughter and did the fatality where he rips someone's head open and then like puts a cigar.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you just killed your daughter super hard. Or when you do your X-ray, and then like you just like he just power bombs her spine into several pieces.
Oh my god! You could give a good in-story explanation. It's not them. It's the evil Quan Chi versions of them.
Yeah, but no, Dad, you don't have any Revenant in it. You're not a Revenant anymore. You're human now. You're just killing me. You're killing me, Dad.
Oops.
Oopsies. But yeah, that's just I guess that's just like, well, we can't stop having brutal fatalities, but we also want a story. It's like There's two things that are sort of conflicting.
That's why they should bring back the friendshipalities.
Yeah, it's like you can only do a friendshipality on your family, on your relatives.
Exactly.
Or brutalities, like in Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Yeah, because they didn't want the DC. They're literally called heroic brutalities, which
Superman drives your upper half into the ground with your legs sticking out, and you're still somehow alive.
I know. Green Lantern's brutality is literally him like crushing you to death inside of like
a ball.
Like a green cube, a green ball. Yes, and it's like, no, you're not alive.
Still alive. Like no. Where were we? Oh yeah.
Scorpion's dead, and we move on to the tournament.
Yep. Liu Kang. I guess this was a fight. Like Liu Kang and Katana are just like fighting, and Katana's like, use the liquid which gives life in order to defeat your next opponent. I'm like, he's gonna use cum?
Yeah.
I guess he's gotta use his cum. What else does she mean by at first I thought I thought it was blood.
Yeah. And
then it's like then I thought, well, what gives life? What's a liquid that is designated to give life, and that's sperm.
That's actually true.
It's like I get what you need to stay hydrated. Like Twitter mom, yes, I know. Yes. Stay hydrated. but why is that such weird phrasing? I would have said something else. Like I would have said the liquid that you need to live. Like does not versus like bring life. I don't know. I would have rephrased that better, but she was just being cryptic. I guess she couldn't flat out tell him, just use water, dickhead. Oh yeah, they also established the sexual tension between Katana and Liu Kang. Even though Katana's like a cardboard cutout, she doesn't really have a character. She's just there.
Yeah.
And she's a super MILF because she's like 10,000 years old.
That's not wrong.
Yeah. Is that... Yeah. If she's hooking up with Liu Kang, is that like super pedophilia?
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, he's an adult too, but still, it's like when he was born, you were like 9,970.
I guess this relationship's a little problematic.
Yeah. Oh man, call out post for Katana. Katana's literally the daughter of Shao Kahn, but go off, I guess. Subtweeting Katana would be a bad idea.
No.
She just sees you on the street and puts her fan into your head and then like expands the fan. So yeah, and then the next scene is Liu Kang versus Sub-Zero.
Yes, and this is another pretty cool fight scene.
Yeah. Too bad that Sub-Zero did his ice clone in midair, and then Liu Kang touched it and turned into ice, and then he won the round. But the next round...
next round, Liu Kang came through.
That shit makes no sense. The floating ice clone in the air like that? How is he getting to stay in the sky? It's ice. I guess it's magic ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't. But seriously, Sub-Zero should have used what he did to that the Sackhead guy, which was just throw an ice ball at him. But I guess Liu Kang is too smart for an ice ball. Why water? Why water of all things? It's like Frozen rules. It's like that the water he should have been more. Oh, thanks for helping me with my power. That I literally use ice. Oh well.
I know. I guess it's dramatic. Like, oh, he's wasted by his own petard. Because the spike turns to ice and he gets stabbed, and then Sub-Zero gets frozen. Like,
But he should be like that. I guess it's like. I guess that makes sense because like, what if? I guess that makes sense because sure you practice like pyromancy or cryomancy, but that doesn't mean you're immune to it. You know?
Yeah.
Just because you use the sword doesn't mean you can't get stabbed by it. So that makes sense.
I think in the later games he gets like a medallion or something that makes him immune or at least increases his powers, something like that.
He's got sweet ice arms in one of the games. I think MK9. He has like arms made completely out of ice. It looks sweet.
Mm-hmm. He also, I know in like Deception, he also had that really cool outfit where he looks like the Shredder.
Yeah, he's like making. He's like making like these super detailed ice swords out of nothing. Aw. Those are so cool.
Fine. No pun intended. Or a little.
Also, like Frost, she has like ice hair, which that must suck. Imagine having hair made entirely out of ice.
That sounds painful.
It's like it would be like heavy.
A constant headache.
Yeah, it'll be weighing down in your head, and like you like your neck is like your head is like sort of like just dangling a little bit because like you're so sore, so you just go limp because like, your head is so heavy from the ice.
Oh my god! You go out during the summer and you're like completely bald in a few minutes.
At least you wouldn't have ice hair anymore.
That's true.
What if it's like Venom Snake, where it's just like lodged into your head?
That would. Oh my god!
Like the shrapnel horn.
Holy shit!
I'm losing my mind. Mortal Kombat is awesome. I
love it.
So yeah, Liu Kang beats Sub-Zero. By the way, Liu Kang is just like the John Cena of this. He just doesn't lose.
Oh no, yeah, he gets most of the fights too. Like Sony gets one fight, Johnny gets 2 fights, and Liu Kang gets everything else.
Liu Kang gets about 4.
Yeah,
yeah. He gets Cyrax, Katana, Sub-Zero, and then Shang Tsung, and then
Reptile too.
Reptile too. Yeah, holy crap.
Yeah, so 4 dudes.
Yeah, and then Johnny, he gets Scorpion, and then Reptile.
Goro. No, he gets Goro.
Yeah, I think he helps with Reptile, and he gets Goro. And then Sonya just gets Kano. It's like, what is this, One Piece?
That makes sense, since One Piece also had the exact same, all the women look the same problem.
Yeah. I think One Piece is worse, because like that art style is awful.
I'm not a big fan now.
Yeah, at least you can say with like Mortal Kombat, it was kind of matching the aesthetic that MK9 was going for. At least with One Piece, it's like, what are you going for? You're going for you're going from modern shonen anime to classic shonen anime to like these abominations. Oh well.
Next we get the once you mentioned earlier, the big battle royale. Goro just kills the fuck out of everyone because Shang-Chi's gotta put Goro over. He's gotta sell him as a monster.
You gotta get in there, and Goro goes, Goro! Boom, 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 boom. He's gonna get these hands.
Oh my god, that would work so well with him.
Yeah, oh man, Goro has to get these hands. Man, I hope for the next Mortal Kombat game, they'd go the Tekken route of like working with the wrestling promotion and it's the WWE. That'd be perfect.
They already had that mobile game NetherRealm did.
I know, just give Goro a very bad looking T-shirt that has the "Get These Hands" shirt.
It's just him like having his arms crossed with a cool look on his face.
Yeah, it's like he has arms in one sleeve in the sleeves, but then like in the armholes, but then like there's these 2 tears in the bottom in the armpit for his for his other arm. Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be. Yeah. Then
he just kills everyone. Everyone's just landing on the rocks, which sucks. Those bumps look. I wouldn't.
That looks painful.
Those bumps.
No. Then, he brutalizes Art. Everyone, it's like no. We get another like.
Have you ever watched Clone High?
Oh my god, yes! I was thinking that like a Ponce de Leon, where like yes, everyone just like this dude we've never seen before, but everyone treats them like they've always been together, and then he dies, and it's just like no.
No, it's like it's exactly that, but unironic. And it's like
exactly.
You guys forgot to develop this character before killing them.
all the scenes were cut for time, unfortunately.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he couldn't get his backstage promo about what he was gonna do to Goro in the Battle Royale.
They had big plans to book Art, but then he got injured.
Yeah.
So they had to write him off TV.
Yeah, he got injured. Like he was at a house show. He tweaked his knee during his match with Daniel Bryan. So there's no more of that. No more big Art versus Daniel Bryan. Thank God.
And after that, we see Shang Tsung taking Art's soul, and like it's another like really trippy deception because it shows like this CG ghost version of Art, and like he gets like sucked out of his eye, something like that. It's really weird.
I wonder what that's like to be soul sucked. I mean, I wouldn't want it to happen because I would be afraid of when I would get out. But at the same time, like, what happens when you're in there? You know?
Probably just trapped forever or some shit. Like, I remember thinking of that as a kid when I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And like when Pegasus would steal dude's souls. Like,
yeah, what does he do? Like, what happens? Are you just like stuck in a? Are you like stuck in like some like soul prison, or like are you in a room with a bunch of crammed in a room with a bunch of other people? I don't know.
Oh god, that would be I remember Full Metal Alchemist kind of tackled that, where like Pete Dude's souls would get sucked into like the Philosopher's Stones, and like it showed like literally everyone loses their minds because they have no sense of individuality anymore, so they're just like this massive screaming spirits all trapped in a stone.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's not pleasant.
At least with Ermac, it's like one hive mind. They all work together.
Yeah.
I love Ermac. I wish he was in this movie.
Same. Bit too early, unfortunately.
He's not canon yet.
Yeah.
Ermac is the best. He's the strongest. He's like this necro wizard. He's like stronger than Shang Tsung could ever be. Oh, I love Ermac.
Me too. Was he in Vanilla 3 or was he in Ultimate?
I think it was in Ultimate. Yeah, Ultimate. And then...
So he had another year.
Oh, Jesus. This video audio played and I got scared. I can't make it stop.
Oh no.
Alright. I just closed the tab. That was scary. I thought it was coming from you. So... oh man, I'm losing my voice. So we knew that. So after... so Johnny Cage is like, I'm going to challenge Goro. And then, like, that's like, no, that's suicide. That's silly. Why would you do that? It's like, well, one of us is going to have to fight him anyway, so why not just get it done now than later? And he's like, all right, fine.
Yeah. Isn't Raven, like delayed by, like, he's like, at least one of them knows.
At least one of them knows. It's like, can you fuck off for a second? Just give us some space? You're not doing anything, just leave.
Yeah.
Your advice is so useless that it's just like you might as well not say anything. Just go away, old man.
Yeah.
God. And then, so Johnny Cage goes to Shang Tsung. Is like, are you that eager to die that you want to face Goro? He's gonna kill the hell out of you. He's like, yeah. By the way, I want to fight Goro. I was like, all right, well. If you fight Goro, then I'm going to be in the tournament. Like, okay, cool, deal. And then Raiden's like, wait, no, you're a bad negotiator. And then Shang Tsung says, oh, sorry, Lord Raiden, it's been done. Can't do anything. Sorry.
I love Shang Tsung and Raiden's interactions in the film because they're just so passive-aggressive with each other.
Yeah, because they can't do any...
Yeah,
Shang Tsung's not going to fight this. Is not going to fight the God of Thunder, and the God of Thunder is going to adhere to the rules of the tournament. So it's like they're at a standstill, but like they're not going to try anything. So it's like you can only just be petty.
Exactly.
So also rated. Also, they're in this like later. They're in this courtyard with like a bunch of statues. Like wow, they really went all out for these sets. Like the sets say a lot.
Apparently, the set was like a giant steel mill,
or
something that was already dug out. So the only thing they had to worry about was just adding the sets and shit for flavor.
Dad, he took me to a ninja steel mill.
Yeah.
And then
we get more of that dramatic red moonlighting.
And then Raiden's like, Goro can be defeated by a man, And so can Shang Tsung's sorcery. So yeah, you guys can do it. It's like you didn't say how, you just said you could. You didn't give any indicator as to how. You just said you might.
Yeah. That's better than nothing, I guess. Like, gotta be optimistic.
It's like you have no plan.
then as they they have the big dramatic wrestler stare down, and then there's of course like one of the most iconic scenes from the film when Goro crushes Johnny's sunglasses and Johnny gives the immortal line.
It's like those were $500 sunglasses, you jerk, or I forgot what he called them.
He called him an asshole.
You asshole. As soon as the bell rings, he does a Shinsuke Nakamura and kicks him right and punches him in the nuts.
Yep, that's one of Johnny's signature moves.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he always does that in the games. He does the splits and then just uppercut someone's dick.
All 4 of his balls are just crushed.
I also love it because Radiant's in the crowd, and when Johnny does it, he's like, "Yeah!" And then he kind of calms himself down,
he actually slaps the guard. He's like, "Oh, sorry." It's like, "Why are you apologizing?" The guy should be apologizing. You're God.
Yeah.
And then Goro's like, "Oh, no more Goro. There's not gonna be a Goro Jr." And then Shang Tsung's like, "You imbecile!" It's like
that's actually kind of sad because I know one of the plot points in the later games is that Goro's race is becoming extinct.
Now we know why.
It's all Johnny's fault. He caused genocide.
Indirectly, accidentally, he just did it just to get ahead in a fight. By the way, how's Goro a dummy for that? It's like how. This is like a tournament of honor and no low blows, and then suddenly a guy says, "Well, there's no rules. It's literally a blood sport, so I'm just gonna punch you in the balls."
Yeah, I mean it makes sense,
I guess.
Saying Shun and his dudes are fine dirty, so I think
So he's like, well, Goro chases after Johnny. Johnny reminds him of the price of those sunglasses.
Yeah,
his sunglasses. His $600 sunglasses. Which, that's $600 for sunglasses, my man. You played yourself.
That's the true driving force of this movie is Johnny avenging his sunglasses.
Yeah, forget proving that he was real because no one's gonna believe that he beat a 4-armed monster man.
Yeah,
just like I need some motivation now. I guess my sunglasses.
Exactly. Then he before he dramatically kicks Goro off a cliff, and there's even a callback because way back at the start of the film when Johnny's filming a scene from his shitty action movie, one of the stuntman that he's beating up misses his cues to fall down, and Johnny's annoyed this is the part where you fall down. and so in the Goro fight just before he kicks Goro off, he's like, this is the part where you fall down.
Yeah, nice callback. Oh,
woo! Screenwriting 101.
Yeah, look at that. I just finished my screenwriting course type of writing. Look at that. Oh. Oh shit. There is after that, so Goro's gone. He's dead. Holy crap, Goro.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll be back, but Kotal Khan will just rip his arms off like he did in the comics. Remember that?
I do actually. Didn't Goro get mechanical arms or some shit like that?
I know. That's it's cool. Don't rip people's arms off if you're not gonna kill them because they're just gonna come back with cyber arms.
Exactly. Wasn't Goro fucking Melina in the comics too, or was that someone else?
I think it was Baraka.
Okay, yeah.
Because Baraka's close enough to the women of my race,
Exactly. Baraka's her canon love interest.
Mm-hmm. And then, hey, I don't want to get all conspiracy theory here, but the moment Melina tries lesbianism, it kills her. I don't know. Is this some alt-right propaganda like Darling in the Franxx? I think so.
Oh no.
Where was Prime Minister Abe when when Mortal Kombat was being made? Thought so. Those are the funniest takes I've ever seen. Just the people who think that Darling is just You think Darling is this propaganda machine? It's like, what are you talking about?
I kind of like I saw that, and as someone who still watches the show, it's actually not that far off, because literally the characters are constantly like, fucking is great. We should fuck all the time and make babies. Making babies is awesome. Do you hear that, Otaku? Make babies.
Please, for the love
Fight
of God.
Japan's declining birth rate.
Yeah, they just have like like for some reason there's like a figure that pops up on screen that they don't acknowledge that just says the declining birth rate percentage of the year, like the yearly average of decline. Just all these stats that they throw at the screen. Just please, for the love of God, it's like instead of having anime about having sex, how about you tell otakus how to get to the sex?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a woman to agree to having sex because you watched an anime.
I know.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Yep.
So yeah, Goro's dead.
Yep. Rip.
Rip. And now
And
we get to
Sonya gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
very. This is an old. You can tell this is an old movie because the strong girl character gets kidnapped and turned into a damsel.
Oh no, it's literally like the exact same like grab area that like where like the villain like just kind of grabs her by like his shoulder or whatever, and she's automatic. Oh
no! It's like, oh, my weakness. A woman gets turned into it gets turned into nothing if you just grab her shoulder. They don't know what to do.
He even does the Princess Leia shit with her and puts her in like a sexy outfit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not as lewd as the Princess Leia's outfit, but it's just like a dress.
Yeah.
It's just like this like weird mythical dress. And did you see that when Raiden's talking to them, he's like sensually talking to Johnny, and then he sensually like gets into Sonya's ear and whispers into her ear. It's like so weird. It's like, dude, calm down.
It's to show how close they are now.
It's
they do the SpongeBob gag. We're like brothers, only closer.
I can almost taste it. So yeah, now they have to go to Outworld, which Outworld is just literally just this weird place. I always like the Mortal Kombat X depiction of Outworld as just like this sort of mythical place where everyone's kind of like, since there's magic, there's no need for technology, or if there is technology, it's usually from Earthrealm.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Monster World from Hellboy 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, you cannot use the old lady in the background as an environmental hazard. That has to be like my favorite.
I love that you can.
MKX. You just use an old lady as a battering ram.
I love that you get an achievement for it too.
Like here, I was just saying, like, oh yeah, MKX is just like this progressive, like the women are, still kind of hot, but like not full blown, like horny,
They're not
stripperific
stripperific anymore.
Yeah, they're not stripperific, and then they use an old lady as a little object. I guess it's better to be a killing object than a sex object.
I guess that's true.
So they get to Earthrealm, they get to Outworld, they're exploring, and all of a sudden, reptile. They say they use the reptile announcer voice to announce reptile.
I don't know. That was awesome. I wish they did that. I wish they did that with everyone.
Sonya, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden,
Yes,
Shang Tsung, Goro. I love that voice.
Me too. And of course,
I love how he sounds in MK9 and MKX, like the very deep voice.
Oh, I know. I love that. Love that. That dude's voice actor I know was. Did you ever play the original Nier?
No. Is that Papa Nier?
What?
Wait, who is it? Papa Nier?
Yeah, Papa Nier.
Nice.
Yeah. Since of course this is based on the older MK games, the reptile here is literally just Green Scorpion or some zero.
Yeah. He's not scaly like he is in the. He's not an Argonian. He's just a dude with reptile qualities. It's like Toad in the X-Men movies.
Yeah. And apparently they added this fight scene at the very last minute because like test audiences were kind of like, yeah, we want another fight. So they were like, okay.
Well, yeah, they did introduce reptiles like this weird little gremlin reptile creature, and then they're like, all right, we'll have actual reptile. They should have met him at the bottom of a pit instead of like the statue that just hangs around. Like,
oh, that would have been cool. That would have been like a cool like reference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just fall down a pit, and then all of a sudden there's reptile.
Yeah. Oh god, that's my all-time favorite game over screen in a video game is Mortal Kombat 4's.
Oh, which one's that one? Where
when it just shows the guy, like it's a to be continued screen where like it counts down and it just shows your character falling.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't continue, you you get stabbed on spikes at the very bottom.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about the one Mortal Kombat ending where it's like where Quan Chi is like screaming and he's in hell and Scorpion's like just standing there like just stiff as a board, just like going yep. And Quan Chi's like going no, and then Scorpion's like no selling anything.
Yeah. Oh, also just to put over the actors a little more, apparently in this like scene, Liu Kang's actor like legit had like 2 fractured ribs.
Oh really?
Yeah, from all the training, but he he wanted to do his fight anyway. He only just politely requested that the dude that played Reptile don't kick him on that side of his ribs.
Yeah. That's some good work rate right there. You know, finishing a match with broken ribs, like Triple H when he finished that one match with with his torn quads.
Yep. Or when Rob Van Dam like murdered his throat.
Yeah.
In the Elimination Chamber.
A lot of bad things happens to Triple H while he's in the ring. I guess it's like karma catching up with him a little bit.
Little.
But he's like, no, I'm not gonna let karma kill me. I'm just gonna keep wrestling, and then
he's not gonna put karma over. Then move on. Then yeah, I think this is the only time Liu Kang does his bicycle kick. Unless I'm like
yeah.
It looks even goofier in live action, but I'm glad it's there.
I really wish Sonya did her positive correlation bicycle kick, where she's going on a diagonal incline of.
Then and that.
It's then so silly. What is this? Oh how does that work? How are you standing in the air? How are you still staying in the air when you're kicking someone like that?
Magic, bitch.
Training.
Yes. And that bicycle kick is what destroys Reptile, and like there's this very gnarly, gross scene where like he's destroyed and like bugs are coming out of him.
I know. What is it? Boogie?
That's what I was thinking. It's the exact same thing, even with like one like giant reptile thing coming out of him, and Liu Kang's like, "Oh no, you don't!" It squishes him. Yeah.
Weird. When did Nightmare Before Christmas come out?
I think 1993, so like 2 years. So there's time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 93. So yeah, you're right. I was gonna say I was gonna make the wild hot take of saying Nightmare Before Christmas ripped off Mortal Kombat.
Oh no, you'd have us get killed.
Yeah, just get shot by Hot Topic assassins. So yeah, after they finished that weird fight that didn't really add to the story, it was just there. Yeah,
it was a cool fight though. So well, I'll take it.
A warm up, the main event before the main event.
Exactly. It's a cool down match.
The Braun Strowman and Nicholas versus Braun Strowman Nicholas match.
Pops the crowd.
Yeah, and then everyone leaves because Roman Reigns is coming out.
Yes.
Not you, Bono. Bono. Speaking of Roman Reigns, Liu Kang.
Except Liu Kang's cool. Well, sometimes.
Sometimes when he's a zombie, he is.
Yeah, he's kind of very vanilla. Like he's just being a zombie was like the most interesting thing to happen to him, and then afterwards maybe becomes like an evil wraith thing.
Yeah, they make him kind of quippy in the new games, and they make him like sort of like this like sort of spiritual dude guy, but I don't know. He still just has that Cyclops factor to him.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally here to be born.
Yeah. Was that make Johnny Cage Funky Kong?
I hope so. He has
Yes.
no style. He has no grace. This mortal combatant has a funny face. Inflate his green ball like a balloon. So now they have to fight the big bad Shang Tsung.
Yep.
who-
Yeah.
Shang Tsung does the... I hate this trope of, like, I'm gonna shapeshift into the person you love that you know is dead and to taunt you. Like,
I actually did like it here though, just because it's kind of backfires on Shang Tsung since like he's praying to his brother. And he's like, I forgive you, Liu, and like Liu Kang's like, wait, no, my brother was never mad at me for his death. That's out of character. Fuck you, dude.
I would still be like, I wouldn't even humor it. I would just see him like, I just saw you turn in. I literally just saw you turn into my.
Yeah, like
my past loved one. I'm not gonna fall for it.
yeah.
It's like imagine, Josh, if you saw someone that you saw murdered right before your eyes, like they're dead, it's established, and then you see someone who killed them turn into them. It's like you're not gonna fall for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when Commander Hughes fell for Envy. It's like, no. Why did you fall for it? You know that he's not your wife, dummy. Glasses wearing idiot.
It's what made it awesome when I think near the end when Mustang's killing the fuck out of Envy and Envy keeps trying to turn into different dudes and Roy's just like, nope, sets him on fire.
Yeah. I also like it when Hawkeye is like, I'm not falling for that because. Oh yeah,
that was so good.
Yeah, because Mustang does not call me Hawkeye in private.
Private, yeah. Just Envy totally fell for a trap and it's awesome, and then she shoots the fuck out of him.
Yeah, and also confirmed oh, word.
So yeah, Shang Tsung takes off his robes for final fights, and he also has his hair in ponytail at this point, so he looks a lot like his Sue self. Because he's wearing that sleeveless top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Holy shit.
Yep. And they have a big dramatic fight scene, and also a bunch of samurai armor mooks come.
Yeah. Just like these past souls or something that he just has on deck to were they just waiting down there?
It could be that army that he and Quan Chi tried to raise in Deadly Alliance.
That's true.
Headcanon.
They could be the reanimated dead of past have you ever read Naruto or watched Naruto?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay, so in the very last super arc of Naruto, there's this jutsu that's performed that resurrects every dead person, every past dead warrior. But
that sounds fucked up.
They're very conscious of what's going on. They have their personality. They see what's going on, but their body fights on their own. So it's kind of maybe it's like that.
Oh my god, that's actually even more evil than he's just forcing all these dead samurai warriors to come back.
I know it was kind of funny though because I like the other idea of they're just dudes waiting for someone's mark. It's like, okay, just hide under this sugar glass and just pop up when I say so, right?
Yeah. It's a stage production. You missed your cue, samurai number 3.
Oh no, I'm sorry, shit.
Your soul's mine.
Your soul is mine. Just the soul during the goddamn theater kid. He's like, goddamn theater kids. It's Shang Tsung, the drama teacher. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my god, they all just snap their fingers like in West Side Story.
Oh my god, when you're a Shang Tsung. Yeah, so basically Liu Kang eventually beats Shang Tsung and Shang Tsung, and then he throws them on the spikes that they've been like. It's been looming in the background. You just see the spikes, and you just think, "Oh yeah, someone's gonna land those spikes." I know Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Chekhov spikes.
So unfortunately, they weren't the ceiling spikes like in Mortal Kombat 2 that you can uppercut your opponent into, which would be very brutal.
Yes. Oh god, that probably would be more painful because it's just like it's way faster and it's just like probably like stabs right in your head.
There's that one. There's one game where like there's a spike that has like spikes coming out of it. So like you land on the spike and then you slide down it and then you get like your arms and legs cut off too. There's a lot of fatalities. There's a lot of like the stage fatalities are much meaner than the actual fatalities. like that one area in Armageddon that's just literally a death room. Whatever.
My digger, sorry.
But yeah. So Shang Tsung's dead, and he releases all the souls, and Chan is there to basically say, "Hey, bro, what's up? I forgive you." And then he goes to heaven.
Yes.
Is there heaven in Mortal Kombat?
I think so. I think that's where Scorpion's family is.
There is a hell, so I would imagine there probably be also a heaven. Yeah,
that would be heaven. Yeah. It'd be pretty depressing if there's just a hell, but like everyone goes to hell by default.
Like Dark Souls, like there's no heaven, there's a hell, but like the hell was created out of like an accident. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh my god. And Shang Tsung kind of like he does that. He like turns into a skeleton.
Yeah, he turns into an old man and then skeleton, and he dies. Shang Tsung's no more. Mm-hmm. His soul is not his.
Yes.
And so they go to have a party at the temple that Liu Kang was at, and everyone's like, "We did it, guys! We're the winners!
Yay!" And it's all nice, and then like, just right as it seems like everyone's about to chill out, guess who shows up?
The Emperor. No, it's Shao Kahn, but yes, the Emperor.
Yeah, he's just like this giant monster projection dude.
Mm-hmm. Which he actually looks like Shao Kahn, which in Mortal Kombat 2, in the second Mortal Kombat movie, oh man, he's just some bald dude. No helmet or anything, he's just a bald guy. And Shinnok is like his dad or something.
I know.
No, it's not how it works.
Should we tackle Mortal Kombat Armageddon? Annihilation in the future?
Annihilation? No, Annihilation's not a good move. Like, it's not even like, there's nothing redeeming about it. It's just bad. Yeah. There's fight scenes that happen off screen. There's all these characters that are just like thrown at the movie just to be like just so many. It's like it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't
fun fact: the dude that wrote the screenplay for that movie would later direct Food Fight. I'm not kidding.
Oh, hey, I wonder. Man, that guy has quite the track record. Yeah, Annihilation and and Food Fight. Way to go. Hooray. You're the best at being the worst. No one exceeds at being terrible like you. Yep.
So with that, the movie ends. I actually do like that it ends last night. It's kind of like just this cool, like,
cliffhanger.
Yeah, it kind of works. It gives it kind of like a pulpy feel.
Yeah.
Like they're just going into the next adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Avengers, this is not. It would end up being a bad, terrible movie, and no more Mortal Kombat movies. Actually, after that, Mortal Kombat really did go through like a bit of a slump because
it did. Because 4 came out, it wasn't very good, and people just kind of
Inception and the Deadly Alliance.
It kind of fittingly came around the time when people were starting to like find the whole edgy '90s comics aesthetic very lame. So it's kind of just. It's still outdated for a long time, and it didn't help that then Midway died in like 2008. But then Warner Brothers saw him, and Mortal Kombat rose like this phoenix.
Yeah, and it's like people were starting to realize that like, oh wait, no, there's actually dope fighting games out there, like Third Strike and all the Street Fighter games, and
like Mortal Kombat 4 was like their first 3D game, and keep in mind it came out after Tekken and Virtua Fighter came out, so it looked really outdated in comparison.
And it's just like everyone else was like appreciating the complexities of all the different fighting games out there. And Mortal Kombat was just very basic, felt very slapped together. So they're like, all right, we're not going to do this anymore. So Mortal Kombat was kind of waning, but then they found their footing with Mortal Kombat 9 and basically saved themselves.
Yep.
And became like the best-selling, like, I think Mortal Kombat 9 was like the best-selling like fighting game, and then Mortal Kombat X became the best-selling game.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And now it's at the point that, you know, people are playing Mortal Kombat games, fighting game tournaments now, which, like, back in the day, that would be unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy that Mortal Kombat's up there with like Street Fighter and Tekken and like Guilty Gear and all the other fighting games.
Yeah. That's nice. Happy ending.
Happy ending. It all works out. Ed Boon makes bajillion dollars. Remember, oh man, peak edginess of Mortal Kombat was when Ed Boon had Scorpion swear. He was like, he instead of saying, get over here, and or like, yeah, get over here, Scorpion was like, get over here, bitch, or get the fuck over here.
Yeah, I do. That was awesome. That was
like,
amazing.
It was so like a third grader learned that he could swear and get away with it.
I know.
No one's gonna tell my parents on me, you know, or tell my parents. Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Only thing I'll know about the movie. Last thing I'll know about the movie is at the very end of the credits, you can hear Shao Kahn go, "Excellent, flawless victory."
Oh yeah, they do say a bunch of flawless victory and fatality.
There's also like some hidden message there that like relates to a cheat code for Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. It's too bad that like video game movies are all awful and terrible and no one wants to go see them.
Yeah, I mean there's Tomb Raider, but you know no one. I assume that was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie theaters were empty as the Tombs Lara raids.
Oh.
Well, it's like, the first Tomb Raider movie didn't do good. What makes you think it's going to do better this time around?
Well, pretty much. I mean, if Angelina Jolie can't, you know, get people to see one, yeah.
She can't be naked from the back. What makes you think that What makes you think that? I don't even know who plays Laura.
Who the fuck this girl is? I don't know who she is.
She's apparently a survivor. But people are starting to like sort of sour on the new Laura because it's like, the same game each time, which is like, I don't know if I could do this. Oh, I can do this, and then the next game is, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I could do this. It's like, stop short selling her. Have her do backflips.
Exactly. The Tomb Raider has risen. We don't need to see her origin story constantly.
She needs to rise once again. And but yeah, Mortal Kombat. There are rumors that Mortal Kombat 11 will be teased at E3, which would make sense because NetherRealm has been like releasing a game every odd year. So
yeah,
last year it was Injustice 2, so I bet you Mortal Kombat 11 is in the horizon.
Yeah, we'll probably get that by next year.
Yeah, probably around the same time as Yeah.
They usually put them out. They usually put them out in the summer.
I don't know how I feel about it coming out every 4-ish years, but I think you can do so much with the roster, and like you need to just have a good. You can't just keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding.
Yeah.
And then because then your game becomes a mess. So it's good to have like a new slate and like new like systems and keep every game its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can only like keep a game alive for so long until people like.
Most games have short shelf life eventually.
Yeah, it's like not every game is Street Fighter 4, which went on forever. Or there was one actually. People do keep alive Third Strike, but that's because Third Strike's amazing. So yeah, that was Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, not Backlash.
Yeah, that's what's... Yeah, well, resume our regularly scheduled wrestling shit, I guess, next week.
Mm-hmm. What's going on? When's Money in the Bank? When's Darling in the Franxx?
Let me check.
Could you imagine WWE just did Darling in the Franxx pay-per-view? It's the women's go, we need to make babies. Isn't it awesome?
Oh, damn, it's actually like 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah, it's June 17th.
Oh wow! Oh god!
I know this is a panic event. We're going to fill the time.
I know, like this. I guess just review old Money in the Bank pay-per-views, but like they're B pay-per-views. Oh well.
Yes, this will be. Yeah.
The Money in the Bank arc. Money in the Bank. That's such an outdated phrase.
I know. It sounds like a phrase that would be like popular, like, "Oh yeah, that's Money in the Bank," but I don't think I've ever.
It's based off an old G Unit song, "Money in the Bank." Shawty,
oh,
what you
seriously?
drink? Yeah, or I forgot who was singing,
Makes
but
sense.
Like, "Money in the Bank." Shawty, what you drink? I got money in the. It's like that's what it's based off, and that was like 2004, 18 years ago.
WWE loves its dated pop culture references.
You can say.
Oh wait, no, actually, technically, no, it wouldn't have been dated because the first Money in the Bank match was like in 2005.
That's true. This has been going on for quite a while.
Yeah, it didn't just become its own pay-per-view until like several years ago.
Yeah, I still miss it as the mid-Carter in the Bank match. Now
Yeah.
it's just like
It's kind of elevated though. I actually don't consider Money in the Bank to be a B pay-per-view. I pretty much consider it like
what?
I don't consider Money in the Bank to be a B pay-per-view.
Yeah, I guess it's like that pay-per-view in between Mania and SummerSlam, since the space between Mania and SummerSlam is huge.
Yeah.
The space between Survivor Series, like the space between Survivor Series and SummerSlam and Survivor Series is like what, a few months.
Yeah, and then Survivor Series and Royal Rumble is just like 2 months tops.
Yeah, 2 months, and then Royal Rumble and Mania is like 2 months. So then you have
exactly
like almost 4-ish months between Mania and SummerSlam's. Like, yeah, it's weird. Wrestling's weird. WWE's like really spaced out with its major pay-per-views. So yeah, they do need that middle of the road pay-per-view.
So it's kind of like this dead center because it's like, oh shit, what are we gonna do till the next big pay-per-view? Yeah.
What's our summer angle? Which is now you mention it, 2011. That was when the Summer Punk began. Mm-hmm. Which I think that's going to be one of our episodes this week. 2011, Money in the Bank, CM Punk versus John Cena.
Yes, that'll be a good one.
Alrighty. Well,
all right.
I've been Megos.
I've been Josh, and
we'll see ya. Bye.
Do the Mortal Kombat thing one more time.
Mortal Kombat!